Hey guys, Dave Frederick with Leaders Book Summaries with this week's Leaders Tip. You know, when I was a kid, one of the things I really enjoyed doing was visiting my uncle. We'd go out in his speedboat. He had a speedboat and we'd tool around the lake and just had a good time. One of the things I enjoyed doing was sitting on the back of the boat and watching the wake. You know, as the boat cut through the water, you would leave a wake behind it that would slowly spread out, marking the boat's passage through the water. Well, in the same way the boat leaves a wake behind it, people leave a wake as we go through life. And in particular, especially for leaders, we leave a wake that has two sides. One is the side I call the task side. The other is what I call the people side. And a healthy leader, you're going to have a healthy wake, one that's straight and those two sides are balanced. And here's what I mean by those. The task side relates to your ability to get things done. You know, if you're a leader, it's always about getting things done, getting some results. But you're also working with people. And do those people have a positive experience working with you or a negative one? A healthy wake is going to get things done and have people saying, man, I want to work with you again. So it's also possible to leave an unhealthy wake. And that would look something like this. On the task side, it means you get things done, but no one wants to work with you again. I mean, maybe you're demanding or controlling or really pushy. Maybe you're manipulative or just unorganized, but for whatever the reason, even though you're getting things done, people are saying, I don't want to work with that guy again. You know, that was a pain and that was no fun. That's not a healthy wake. Now, you can have an unhealthy wake on the people side too, and that's where the people say, man, he is great to work with. He's funny, he's fun, you know, I felt cared about, and we had a great time, but we actually didn't get anything done. You know, you didn't get results. Deadlines were missed. The work quality was poor. No one was ever held accountable for anything. That's not a healthy wake either. A healthy wake means you get things done and the people have a positive experience working with you. Here's the deal. No one is perfectly balanced. All of us have a bias on one side or the other, but we need to be aware of that balance so that we can address it. So here's my question for you today. How's your wake? Do you know? If you know, that's great, because then you can pay attention to it and make sure it's balanced. If you don't know, I'd suggest you get some feedback. Ask some people, and here's the way to do it. Don't ask them if you are unhealthy. Just ask them which side of those are you stronger at. And that'll give you a tip-off of what to look for. Because once you know how you're doing, you can take steps to address it. So again, let me close this way. How's your wake?